So, hi guys, today I'm going to discuss question ORAC and LCM which came in code forces around 641. So here what we would be given is that we would be given a set of numbers and we need to find every pair's LCM like this with this, this with this with this, and what all LCMs we would get, we would write them in this set, and we need to find the GCD of all these sets. So in short, what we need to find is GCD of LCM of AI comma AJ, where all I, oh, it's written also here, yeah, and here also. So we need to find this only. Let's take this test case as this would be easier to explain. 4, 10, 24, 40, 10, 24, 40, 80. So what I would do is that firstly I would prime factorize all of them. I would get as 2 into 5. This I would get as 8 threes. So 2 to the power 3 into 3, uh, 2 raised to the power 3 into 5, 8 into 2, 16, 2 raised to the power 4 into 5. So basically what I would do is, I would firstly find all prime numbers till 1000. Because for any number, suppose I take, because the constraints are given here as 2 into 10 raised to the power 5, and root of 2 into 10 raised to the power 5 is definitely less than 1000. So what I would do is that I would find all the prime numbers till 1000, and if there would be any prime number which would be after 1000, which were if present in that number, I would directly add that number in my map. What I'm trying to say is that, suppose for example, if I take any number which is greater than 1000, then all the prime numbers which would be in that number would be either less than 1000, or there would be at least only one prime which would be greater than 1000. So after checking all the primes, I would check that whether that number is greater than 1, and if that number is greater than 1, then that number would definitely be a prime number. So what I would do here is that I would store all the prime numbers in my map, and I would make a map like this: int comma multi-set of int. I would tell you why I'm taking this as this. So 2, 3, 5. So here the power of 2 is 1, so I would add 1 to it. Here the power of 2 is 3, so I would add 3, 3, 4. And likewise I would add all. The power of 3 is 1, which is present only one time, so I would add 1 here, and the power of 5 is 1, 1, 1 and 0, so I would add 3 ones here. So now what I'm trying to explain is that if I take the minimum powers of any prime number, if I take minimum powers of any prime number from the multiset, suppose I take 1 and 3. Now, as I would be multiplying every pair to find their LCM, I would be multiplying those numbers also which are having the power of 2 as 1 and the power of 2 as 3. So if I would multiply those numbers, then the LCM would definitely contain the maximum of the two minimum powers. So as I'm taking the multi-set, the first two elements would definitely be the minimum. So I would be taking the first two elements, and then I would find the maximum of these two, and then I would just simply multiply my answer variable. I would initialize this as 1, and then finally I would just multiply this with 2 raised to the power 3. So answer into 2 raised to the power 3. This would be now my final, and this I would do for every element. Now let's see for 5. Now we have as 3 ones here, so there is definitely, we can say that there is at least one zero. So the number which is having 5 raised to the power 0 and minimum 5 raised to the power 1, when I would multiply them, then in the number, then in the LCM that I would get by multiplying these two numbers would definitely contain 5 raised to the power 1. So I could insert an imaginary 0 here, and then I would get this, and then I would take the maximum of these two, which is 1. So I would multiply again as 5. Now with 3 also, it's pretty simple case. There are total 4 numbers, and I have only one here. So that means that there would be 3 zeros. So as there would be 3 zeros, the minimum of two numbers would definitely be 0, and hence I would get 3 raised to the power 0. So just I need to just check that if the number, suppose I mark this total number of numbers as n. So just I need to check that the second element in the map size should be at least n or n minus 1. Then then only that number's contribution can come in my final answer variable. So I think I have explained it enough, and let me show you the code so it would be easier to understand. So yeah, so here is my main function. I'm calling this C function from the main function, and that I've already said that I'm calculating the first the first prime numbers in the 1 to 1000, and then I'm creating this map, and then I'm taking input, and this function is just to check all the prime numbers whether it is a factor in the given number, and this I would just check and add in the CT variable, and this I would then insert in the multiset. So by that it's completed, and then I would traverse the map, and if the size of the second element would be n, then I would take the first two. This part is just to take the first two elements, and then I would take the maximum of them, and then just multiply this in the answer variable. And if the number of elements is n minus 1, then definitely we can imagine that the first number would be an imaginary zero. Then definitely I would just take the first element and then multiply, and this. Now, because why this is working, as if I would multiply all the pairs, then the minimum power of any prime number which I would get would be by multiplying the minimum of two powers. And all the other powers, you see, if I multiply, I would get either that power or greater than that power. And GCD is all about the minimum power in all the numbers, and hence I would easily extract the minimum only. So here my question gets completed. So, hope you liked it, and if you need anything extra from me, then you can comment it down below. Thank you.